In this video, we're going to talk about the number one character trait that has changed my life forever: persistence. It's Seth here, bringing the joy in the heart of nature. Now, persistence is, in my general experience, been the number one thing that has allowed me to authentically draw on my own ability to win. If you think about it, look at this river right here. This river is flowing infinitely from the glacier to the ocean of creation. This river doesn't think about flowing down a hill. It just naturally happens. It's a great metaphor, the flow of water in nature. It's a huge representation physically of our energy. Think about it. When we're rigid in our thinking, in our being, we break. When we're flexible and flowing like water, we just naturally allow the process. I'm sure you've experienced this at some point in your life, that you were flexible and flowing and things naturally started to work out for you in the best ways possible. I know in my experience, there's so many different times where this happened. Let's just use a common example that a lot of people can relate to. I'm on my way to work. The time is ticking down. I think to myself, am I going to be there on time? Well, first of all, a wizard is never late. A wizard arrives precisely when he means to. Second of all, when we get so rigid and tense about stuff like that, it tends to not work out the way we want it to. You know, you're driving down the highway and you hit every single red light and you get backed up behind all these cars not going the speed limit or whatever it may be. However, in this situation, whenever that happens to me, I'm always bringing the calm in myself. And I think to myself, things just generally work out for me in the best ways possible. I will get to work safely. I'll do a good job at work when I'm there. And I stop paying attention to the time completely. If you have to, just turn off your clock in your car if you can. Or just look at the road, pay attention to traffic or something else, and just focus on flowing. Generally, when I do that, everything works out so well for me. Like I'll hit every green light on the highway, go into work. I'll be with traffic that's, actually flowing the way they should be going for the road conditions at the time. And we make it to our destination in a timely and efficient manner. Persistence. It's just as easy as that. When you persist in your energy, in your flexibility, it's a natural state of being. It's like water flowing downhill. Eventually, you won't even need to think about it. It's just a process that happens. When you allow that process, any roadblock that you have in life, whether it be traffic on the highway or difficult coworker, relationship not working out, your kids misbehaving, your vehicle breaking down, whatever it may be, the cooperative components will come together through your persistence in allowing the process. When we allow the process through our persistence that things are generally going to work out for us, then we find that, well, it gets easier and easier every single day. Every single day. The more that you do it, the more, just like water flowing down a hill, it's just something that happens. Like gravity, things falling. It just happens. It just happens. And it will happen for you when you practice the art of persistence. You only really ever lose when you give up. If you have a strong enough why you're doing something, persistence naturally follows. You're never going to give it up. Never. It's always going to be something that you naturally gravitate in your process. It's like why I even make these videos. No matter how many long hours that I work, no matter how much time I have to spend doing other stuff outside of making content for YouTube, I always persist in making a video every single week. Why? Spreading the joy, baby. I'm spreading the joy and inspiring you on the other side of the screen to persist another day in your life. Just keep breathing in the fresh air. Keep getting into nature, if that's what you're into. If you don't want to get into the middle of nature, that's okay. Do whatever makes your soul sing. Every single day. That's really what it's all about. We're here for a good time. We're not here for a long time. We got to make the most of life while we're living. The present moment is a gift. It's a huge gift. That's why we call it the present. Enjoy it for what it is, no matter what's happening in your life, and flow flexibly like water. It's my favorite metaphor in nature. Nature is full of metaphors, but this is definitely my favorite. Now, with that being said, I'm out here enjoying another beautiful day in paradise.